Welcome back to Data Dialogues, where we delve into the fascinating intersections of data, privacy, and technology. Today, we're tackling a topic that's increasingly relevant: finding the right balance between data protection laws and the innovation that comes with big data. How can we safeguard individual rights while still encouraging technological progress? Let's explore this together. To start, let's lay some groundwork with data protection laws. The 1995 European Data Protection Directive established key principles that still resonate today. It insists that personal data should be collected for specific, legitimate purposes and not processed in ways that stray from those intentions. It also highlights the importance of data being adequate, relevant, and not excessive. Sounds like a solid framework, right? But here's where things get complicated. In our current digital landscape, many experts are questioning the effectiveness of these laws. The emergence of big data, which thrives on extensive data collection and the merging of data sets for fresh insights, often runs counter to these principles. The core idea of discovery in data involves using it for unforeseen purposes, which conflicts with the notion of explicit consent. Now, let's consider the implications of this tension. On one side, we face potential risks, such as privacy violations from sharing sensitive medical information. On the other hand, we can't ignore the opportunities that arise from data analysis, like improved diagnostics or treatments that could save lives. This creates a real dilemma. How do we avoid stifling innovation while still managing the risks of overregulation? It's becoming increasingly clear that we need a shift in how we view data and its users. Instead of seeing individuals merely as metrics to optimize, we should recognize them as people worthy of respect, dignity, and agency. This calls for a self-regulation of our data collection practices, fostering trust with users and ensuring they understand how their data is being utilized. Think of your personal data as a national park. If we don't actively protect and care for it, it could be destroyed. This is where the concept of privacy becomes crucial. We need to ensure that individuals retain control over their own data and resist the temptation to surveil or exploit them. So, how can we make this a reality? One approach is to stop retaining data indefinitely. Instead, we should dispose of it as soon as it's no longer necessary. While this challenges the idea of data immutability, there are promising solutions. For example, implementing access controls through cryptographic protocols could help protect data while still allowing for innovation. Switching gears a bit, let's dive into the technical aspects of data systems. There isn't a one-size-fits-all tool to address every use case, which means applications often need to integrate various software components. One effective way to tackle data integration is through batch processing and event streams. This method allows data changes to flow smoothly between systems, enhancing overall robustness. When we consider data transformations, we can maintain indexes, machine learning models, and statistical summaries. By making these processes asynchronous and loosely coupled, we can prevent issues in one area from impacting unrelated parts of the system, ultimately boosting fault tolerance. This brings us to the idea of data flow applications. By breaking down database components and assembling them into applications, we can create a more flexible and efficient system. Derived states can be updated by monitoring changes in the underlying data, resulting in dynamic user interfaces that reflect real-time data updates even when offline. Now, let's touch on the importance of integrity in data systems. Strong integrity guarantees can be achieved through scalable asynchronous event processing. By utilizing end-to-end operation identifiers, we can make operations idempotent and check constraints asynchronously. This not only enhances scalability, but also aligns with how many business processes function in reality. While data has the potential to be a powerful force for good, it can also lead to significant harm. We've seen how poorly justified data-driven decisions can adversely impact people's lives, resulting in discrimination, exploitation, and even surveillance. And we can't overlook the risks of data breaches, where even well-intentioned uses of data can have unintended consequences. As we conclude today's discussion, it's vital to remember our shared responsibility. We have the power to shape the future of data systems and create a world that treats individuals with humanity and respect. It's a collective effort, and I truly hope we can work together toward that vision. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Data Dialogues. If you found our conversation enlightening, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep advocating for a future where data serves humanity, not the other way around.